Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, time to make another card. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully it'll be fun. I'm pretty sure it will be. Green is going to be the theme, the color theme this time. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to make another basic 5x5 card. So got my white card stock here. Just going to cut it down to 10x5. Get it ready to go. Okay, now I'll get my handy score board. Measure out to 5 inches and score it. Beautiful. Flatten that crease down with the bone knife. Okay. So I'm gonna work my way from front to back. It's the plan anyway. And I got a mixture of Temu papers. This is Temu. Bow Bunny, and then some Tim Holtz green cardstock that I picked up at Joann's in a supply run vlog that I did not too long ago. So there's the card. I'm gonna cut this down to 5 inches tall because it's a little over 5 inches. I just want to make sure that it will not hang over the edge of the card. There. Good. So that's ready. Then the next thing, this is going to be a backer to that lace paper. This is from a Dollar Tree paper pack, and I'm going to use the last 2 of this kind of off-white, slightly soft and textured, thick paper. I'm going to cut this down to 5 by 3 5/8 actually. And it's kind of in a weird parallelogram shape, so just to make sure it's got nice right angles, I'm just trimming it on all sides. We got 5 that way, then 3 5/8. Sorry, just reading the measurement hash marks on my little trimmer here. Okay. Yep, that looks good. Got the backing. Then the next thing I'm going to do is cut this Bow Bunny, beautiful kind of green pattern. I don't know if the camera's picking that up with some kind of peek through in the background. I'm going to cut this down to 5 by 5 and not have a white border on the front. There, perfect. That fits on the front very nicely. Now next, I'm going to use double-sided tape. I decided just now. And somebody told me, commenting in one of my previous card making videos, that just 2, maybe 3 pieces of tape per piece was enough. So, okay. This is a bigger one, so I'll use 3 pieces. Peel off the backing. And carefully as I can. A little more careful than that. There. Not perfect, but it's okay. There's a little bit of overlap that I can trim off really quick. Actually, there's barely any. There. Actually, there's still a little bit that's sticking out. I can even that up. No problem. Okay. Now next, going to attach this Temu pretty beautiful lace paper to this other paper here. Peel the backing off. And again, eyeballing it. And there's not going to be any border on the top or the bottom, because I wanted to keep as much of this lace as possible. So it's going to look something like that. Okay, I'm going to affix this to the card. Just using a couple of pieces of tape this time. Again, eyeballing it. There's that. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a butterfly die cut using this intricate butterfly. So I need to get my remaining piece of white Dollar Tree paper cardstock and cut it down to 2.5 inches. And I'm going to use a couple of shims. And this is really gonna bow my top plate out. And this is how the instructions say to do it. So with the die facing up, feeding it in like that. So that's how I'm gonna do it. And make some pasta. All right. As you can see, that made a pretty good cut. So I will be right back. I'm going to cut all the fussy bits out and then apply it to the card. So I will be right back. It's going to be a little bit for me, just a tiny little bit for you. Okay, got the die cut all popped out. There's the beautiful butterfly, as you can see. Came out nicely. And I'm gonna pop that on. I'm actually gonna do it at an angle like this, in line with the lace. And it just looked better, I think, than going like that or down here. That's what I think. Anyways, I think it looks better. So. And then one of my viewers suggested using a sponge and some glue, which sounded like a fabulous idea to me. Whoa. So I got these sponge brushes that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Gently apply it. Okay. And there we go. Doesn't quite exactly match this, but that's okay. It stands out and pops out a little more. It's kind of the focal point. Now for the interior of the card. So I've got this kind of forest green cardstock. That's Tim Holtz Distressed, picked up at Joann's, of course. That I am going to cut down to 4.5 by 4.5 because on the interior I do want a bit of a white border. And that just basically means cutting this in half lengthwise. I'll be able to get 2 uses out of it, which is good, because it's going to go 1 on each side. Then the next, I'm going to take this Tim Holtz linen tape and the green sections, just to give it some interest and some mixed media, to the corners. So I'm gonna kind of be cutting it apart and picking and choosing here 4 of them. I am going to save the rest of the linen tape, of course. Yeah, my roller cutter actually works better for this. Slightly. Linen tape is finicky to cut, I have noticed. And maybe I'll try my luck with the scissors again. Yeah. There's 2 of them. Yeah. Three. And uno mas. There. And I'm gonna save these extra bits of linen tape. I'm not just gonna throw them away. I'll do that later. Okay. Actually, last minute decision. I'm not sure if this really goes with it. not sure. I'm not sure I'm digging on it. Yep. I changed my mind. Looked good. I thought it looked good earlier, but it just clashes too much with the circular lace die that I want to use, so that's okay. I just cut up all that stuff for nothing. But maybe I can find another use for these green bits later. So maybe I save myself some work in a future project. Who knows? We'll see. That's okay. Sorry for the detour there. But must keep moving. Now I'm gonna add tape. Three pieces because it's a big piece, and thick cardstock. Eyeball it. There. Okay. Now, this one, the taping is going to be a little tricky. Even though it's a thinner paper, I might end up gluing it. And I'll tape it. Just kind of go like this around little bits. Get like every second one. There. Peel the backing off. Really kind of bummed I'm not going to use the Tim Holtz linen tape. I really want to use that stuff. It just doesn't seem to go with a whole lot. I really like it. It's cool. I love the texture of it. Oh well. There, that's the middle. Now the last panel. I'm actually going to leave room to write this time. Yes, it's going to be a proper greeting card. So yes, I'm going to cut this down to 4.5 by 4.5. It's already 4.5. So now this side. Three strips of tape on this. Yeah, that does use a lot less tape. Eyeballing it as best I can. And for the last embellishment, a Dollar Tree puffy sticker. And there is enough room to write on the top and the bottom and or the sides. It could go like, nah, it's gotta go like that. Okay. So this is a somewhat simpler card, especially since I decided not to use the linen tape than I usually make, but I like how it turned out. So there's the front, with the Bo Bunny background there, Dollar Tree paper pack paper, Temu paper, and then my die cut butterfly there, made out of Dollar Tree paper. Then Tim Holtz cardstock green, and then a Temu lace circular flower detail, and then again over here, and then a Dollar Tree puffy sticker detail. So that is my card. Thank you so much for joining me again on another card making video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I always love making cards, and I haven't made a card for a little bit, I realized that. So I decided it was time to do another one. And the end result card, I like it. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I like it. Green is not my favorite color either, and I wanted to experiment with a different color, so I like how it turned out. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like what you see, and I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.